Hello and welcome. This is a video for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This will be for the remainder of April. So my apologies for the Aprils here coming out so late in the month. But I am working on some really cool things. So I'll be excited to share them with you guys here in the coming weeks. So I have been working away, busy, so I can't wait to share things with you guys. So thank you for your patience and all of your support here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit subscribe. We are a growing channel, and once I hit 500 subscribers, guys, I get to create a community and other things open up for me on the creator end. So we get to do more here on YouTube if we can increase the subscribers. I'm excited. As always here, guys, is our general reading, so please be sure to just take what resonates and release and send love to what doesn't. Also, be safe online, guys. I always like to remind you that there are scammers out there that have pretended to be me in the past, use my name and brand to reach out to you. So I will never reach out to anyone. I won't tell you that there's anything wrong with you. I won't tell you that you need a reading, and I don't ask for donations. Okay, the only way you can get a reading with me is through going through my website, DEANNAButcher.com. The direct link is below, so make sure you are using that safely. Okay, all right, let's get into it. So I'm using the Tarot of Oppositions deck here for our thoughts. What's going on in the mind here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Beautiful energy so far. Wow. So we've got the World, and we have the Hermit, and we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is in reverse. This could be a time where, yes, you have been in your head a little bit. You know, haven't we all? It's been one of those months here so far for many signs. And it's a good thing because it means that we are focusing on change and growth and change, right? We want change. Oh, we got the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to turn that over because it did kind of pop out in reverse, but I feel like it needs to be upright. Yeah, I feel like in general, you guys might have been feeling a little bit off kilter, which is why I have that Hermit here, because they want you to know that, yes, you are on the right path. You know, I always hate saying that because it just sounds so, I don't know, but we're always where we're supposed to be anyway. But I feel like you have been able to remove yourself a little easier from the difficulty. There's a lot of energy here actually to filter through, so my apologies for like not being able to communicate clearly. I'm just gonna put these cards down. There's a lot of energy here and of course, we have many of you watching, and it's going to be different paths for each of you, right? These are general readings, but where you have been feeling there, where things are out of balance, even in the home life, we got the Ten of Cups in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. The beautiful thing is I do have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles in its upright. So I feel like the things that have been weighing you down until now have really weighed heavily on your well-being. Maybe there's been a lot of argument, maybe a lot of toxicity, a lot of struggle, right, with that Nine of Wands. Perhaps a lot of struggle. I do feel like this has been maybe karmic for you, where you have been living out your karmic destiny, right? Making sure that your soul is experiencing all that it has wanted to here in this timeline. And it comes with challenges, right? They say the more evolved soul, the more challenges we have here. And I am seeing that you are understanding why. So it's going to be meaningful to someone. You're understanding why you went through what you did and why it took you maybe decades to overcome. Because I do see you leaving your situation. Oh, we're seeing that for so many signs. I think I've said that for almost, I bet I've said this for every sign so far in these readings for April. Whether it's leaving a relationship, a job, maybe you're changing your educational or career path. There's just a lot of change here. It's like you're going 180 really in that opposite direction towards something great. And I think that's why we really see that Hermit, and it was a little, not confusing initially, but just really loaded, right? Like it had it was complicated, where it's like, well, we are doing things, we have come a long way, we are where we're supposed to be, but we are starting on this new direction, so we're not really there yet. It's kind of like in this in-between stage, and maybe that's why you're so frustrated. Like, it feels like things in this energy, I feel frustrated that maybe I'm not as far along as I thought I would be in the process, or that I thought things would be easier by now, or that money would be flowing a little easier by now because I needed to invest in myself just so I could keep going. So some of you maybe have had to take a pause on your education, or take a pause on your health or something to where you're advancing yourself or taking care of yourself in some way, because money just wasn't available to you. And maybe it's becoming, or has become, and I say has become because it is changing, it has become difficult to get. It's like when money is there, it's all gone on bills. And when money's there, it's like something comes up, and I hear water heater for someone, like, and I hear car problems. So it's like as soon as I get something, then something breaks. I do feel as well, okay, so when it comes to that, and maybe this is like even just a general lesson, but I feel like why those things are happening is pay attention to what is happening and what kind of element is involved. So, say there's a fire, well, then there's some fire element to that, and there could be some anger, there could be an overabundance of anger or negativity or toxicity in the space. If it had to do with water, water backups, sewer backups, pipes breaking or freezing or whatever, water heaters bursting, or even in the car, like your radiator overflowing or overheating, like there's something there with fluid, or your car ran out of gas, like it has to do with emotion. So, or if maybe some wind blew a tree down, and like, so think about the element, like think about what happened and what the element of the situation was, whether it's wind, air, fire, what else we have? Wind, air, fire, water. And sorry, not wind, air. Any earthly things, earthquakes, that kind of thing too. But I don't want to get too sidetracked. But the feeling is to pay attention to what happened and what element it was, and then what element is that you are carrying. So, like I say, with water, would be associated with emotions, and over too many emotions, and especially if something has burst, it's very connected to, and this is what I feel here, very connected to suppressed emotion, where it's like all of a sudden the dam bursts and everything's on the table, like crying, need to cry, a need to release, a need to heal. So pay attention to things. If things keep breaking or things keep happening in your life, look at the element and then dissect that and ask yourself, well, what within my household or within me do I need to release or work on or heal? Because that pent-up energy manifests in our life. So pay attention to that, because I feel like that's meaningful for someone, because I keep hearing flooding and repeated water problems. Maybe you need to dig a new well. Maybe your sewers issues. Maybe there's water quality problems lately. Like they're just things like this. I feel like it's important. So to help allow that to flow more, release your emotion, heal through your emotion, seek therapy or counseling if you need to, document it, write it down, journal it, get it out somehow before it continues to fester, because it's the energy in our home is a reflection of who we are and the things that we have. So, our homes and our cars. I'm also seeing children as well. I'm hearing the children are fine. They're okay. They're resilient. That said, Continue to create a stable environment and a happy environment. And if you are in need of a happy environment, this could be why you are making changes. Making changes in your household, making changes if there's addictions or anything like that as well, is what I'm hearing. Things that have taken money from you. This could be divorce, separation. That's been a very common theme in a lot of these readings here lately as well. It's just really a season to release and change. Okay, I need to harness this energy. It's very emotional for some reason. Page of Swords. Yeah, you're on the want to fight. Like, you want to... You're very combative, and maybe for right reason. Like, it just feels... Okay, yeah, Death, Four of Wands. Stability is return. Well, it's not even that it's returning, because I feel like we didn't really have it to begin with. This is coming, though. Stability is coming, okay? We need to go through this death so we can have a rebirth. We've been sitting in this death phase for too long. That's why I feel like it's so stagnant and almost hard to understand. Like, I'm frustrated in the energy because I can't move all the way through it. So something could be holding you back there. Maybe you think you need to fix it. Maybe you think you can make it work. Maybe all these things that you're thinking, you need to try, or maybe one last time we can make this work, or one last try we'll do therapy. Like, I think that you already know your answer to the problems that you have, and you need to take action because the fighting can't continue is what I'm hearing. So whether you're underappreciated in the workplace, or you are overworked, or you want to try something new, whatever this is, take the action to make the change now. Yeah, karmic changes with karmic reward. So that feels good too. Like, this didn't all just happen for no reason. Queen of Swords in reverse, Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's gonna Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We've got our queens on either side. I think that this energy will be restored once the conflict is over. There's our validation. I sneezed. Pardon me. Yeah, so see, like, the physical energy is manifesting, right? Like, it's really coming in. So, you're in the thick of the conflict right now. It's time to rise above it a little bit. Time to get out. Remove yourself from the drama and the things that don't really affect you directly, because maybe you're fighting someone else's fight too. Maybe you have been so giving to other people, and which isn't a bad thing, but I feel like it's time for you now. So you need to make your own opportunities available to yourself, if that makes sense. That's a lot for Cancer. I mean, we're always in our emotion, right? And that's not, usually been a very guiding force for you. Being empathic, and it makes you a good person, and a person of value, right? There's a lot of value that you have, which is why you might be frustrated why things just aren't fixed, right? Because you always fix things. You always have the ability to make changes, and you give advice and they follow it, and then all is right in the world. But you can't fix it anymore. It's not meant to be fixed. You can't band-aid this problem. It needs to be pushed away. Yeah. Some of you actually might be dealing with some nasal issues, because now it's like not stopping. And there was like almost a little pop in my head and my ears. So some of you here may be so pent up with that. Like, do like some little sinus drainage, a little massage, work the face and the lymphatic system, okay? So look into the lymphatic system, lymphatic massage, dry brushing, get those toxins moving through the body, okay? There could be some pooling there for you, especially in the chest, underarms, which, that's where our lymph nodes are. So just really pay attention to that. So maybe even some of you might be having issues if you've survived breast cancer, or you have issues there with your lymphatic system. Take a look at that. Okay, I'm not a physician, but I say everything that I see, feel, hear, and experience. So that may be meaningful to someone. If not, in general, it's a good idea anyway. It's spring season, right? So we can always flush out those toxins, as we are now entering spring and spring cleaning, and all the dusts and all the molds are out now after the snow is gone. So in general, good health. It's going to boost your immune system. It's good, good to keep our body moving. I think that's all I have for you. I know it's a lot, but you've got it. Comment below here what you're connecting with and what you're resonating with. Where are your emotions? Where's your head at? What are things moving you in the right direction? Like, what are you headed towards? Because I'm not even, like, again, I come back into your energy and it's like I'm confused. It's like I'm at a crossroad. I'm like, well, what do I do? Where do I go? What do I decide? It's a lot of information. So release it. You don't have to solve all of this. You don't have to solve all of it. So how are you resonating with this here, Cancer? Pop it in the comments below. If you would like a very own reading for yourself to help figure this shit out, reach out, DEANNAButcher.com. I'd be happy to help. And stay tuned for all the lovely things that are coming here for us through the website, through the channel. All right, take care. Many blessings, Cancer.